Welcome back, guys, to the channel. As usual, we are doing the weekend series. We added this specific video starting from last week. This is a video about the fundamentals, the economic news, economic data releases that are coming out every week. We'll be explaining each news release and which currency pairs it will be affecting. So without wasting any time, let's jump right into it, guys. So these are all the news that are coming out in the coming week. Let's start right away with Monday. Monday has totally no medium or high impact news. We are, as you can see right here, we are only doing the medium impact and high impact news only. So we'll check on Tuesday. We only have medium impact news. The BRICS summit is coming, and we have some news on USD, but it's medium impact, so that will not cause much of volatility in the market. So the high impact news we are expecting to cause some huge volatility. They will be on Euro, which is Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So let's see on Wednesday, August 23rd. We are looking at Euro in the early London session. We have some news on Euro French flash service PMI. This exact data release will affect all currencies that are pairing with Euro. So that will be Euro USD and Euro Canadian and Euro JPY. So earlier 10:15, 10:30 and 11 we are talking about here East African time, but anywhere where you're seeing the market from, it will be the early London session, the second hour of London session. So this is going to be a lot of data releases in the same 1 hour, so the volatility will purely be very high on those three pairs: Euro USD, Euro Canadian and Euro JPY. So on the same day we have news on GBP, which is at 11:30, the flash manufacturing PMI and the flash service PMI. This will always cause good moves in the market, and this will impact GBP Canadian, GBP USD and GBP JPY. So always news on GBP, it always impacts three pairs: the USD pair, the JPY pair and the Canadian pair on GBP. Same as Euro also, it's those three pairs always. And the same day on Wednesday we have some medium impact news on Canadian. That's not a big deal, but at 4:45 we have the same flash manufacturing service, flash manufacturing PMI and flash service PMI at 4:45 East African time, or the early New York session time, New York session trading session. We'll have the data release on that PMI on USD, and this will affect the entire USD pairs and all the other pairs in the market. As you know, USD news is always high impact for the entire market, so we are expecting some volatility right there. And we'll have some news release also on 5 p.m. about the real estate sales in USA, but that's a medium impact, so we are not expecting anything from there. As you can see right here on a Thursday, normally we have that weekly unemployment claims. As you can see, it is released weekly every Thursday, and it's always provides some volatility on USD pairs and all the other pairs that are in conjunction with USD, like a USD JPY also is included there. And remember, there is a lot of correlation with all the USD pairs, so high impact news on USD will impact all the other pairs that are in correlation with the USD pairs. Like GBP will always impact GBP Canadian, and USD impacts the other currencies: GBP, Euro, Swiss francs. It will impact all the other pairs. So news on USD, if it comes in as high impact, it always impacts the entire market. So at Thursday, This is a high impact news also on USD. Now let's look at in the late session of New York on Thursday. There is some Federal Open Markets Committee member speeches. These are always good to follow. There is no statistics on that, but it's always good to follow to try to understand the next positions on the interest rates in the coming meetings of the FOMC. And lastly, on Friday, we have in the early Asian session, we have some news on JPY pairs, which will be the Tokyo Core CPI. So this is about the inflation. It's a year-on-year report, so this is huge. It is released monthly on every last Friday, and it's the CPI of the Japanese yen. So it's always put on fresh foods. Always, that's how they calculate it also, and it's another name for the CPI that side. So it's Tokyo CPI EX Fresh Foods. This is high impact, but it comes in early in the Asian session. So for those who trade Asian session, we have that CPI on JPY at 2 in the early Asian session. So East African time, it will be 2:30 a.m. This always impacts all the JPY pairs, Euro, GBP, Swiss francs. It impacts any pair that's against the JPY. So that's early on Friday, and then the same day we have some data release on Euro. This will also impact Euro Canadian, Euro USD, and Euro JPY in the early London session. And then the same day, Friday, in the evening, we have a lot of news coming out at the same time. We have at 5 p.m. and 5 minutes. So this will be in the early New York session. The second hour of New York session, we have the consumer sentiment coming out, and as you can see on the previous and expected, it looks like their predictions of the statisticians here are showing it will be coming out as the same, but you always have to wait for the report to come out before you make your decisions. And there we have a speech from Chair Powell. This always has some high impact in the market, and without statistics you cannot predict or try to understand where the market will go from there. So here you just have to wait and see how the market reacts to all these data releases, so you can make your decisions properly. And late in the London session, the Asian session, at the close of Asian session, we have some news coming out still on Euro. So here you have to be very careful, because sometimes you have open positions at the end of the close of the market, towards the close of the market. So if you have any positions on Euro pairs like Euro Canadian or Euro USD and Euro JPY on Friday next week, you cannot keep open positions towards the end of the day, because there is some very high impact news right there. So as you can see, that's all in the coming week. And which pairs are we always looking at in the news? As you can see here, we are looking at AUD, Canadian news, Euro, GBP, JPY, New Zealand, and USD. And we are looking at only high impact and medium impact news. So we are going to be doing this video every weekend. We started last week, and we'll be looking through all the news that are going to be coming out, and we'll be trying to analyze. If you have any insight on any data release, we'll always be sharing it right there. So thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Tell all your trader friends. Share this video with all your friends. Hit the notification button so you don't miss a video anytime we post. So thanks for watching, and keep it up.